We were here in Punta Gorda this morning to meet with civil society organizations from Toledo and Stan Creek districts. We recently started a process within the European Union of reflection on a strategy of engagement for our work with civil society. So we started reflecting on what should be the direction of the European Union partnership with civil society in Belize over the next 3-4 years. We're looking at both what are the needs of civil society, what are their priorities, what is the agenda, what are maybe the things that are getting less support, to have a reflection on how we could better support civil society. And we're also looking at any issues of concern that they have. So we were yesterday in Orange Walk for a consultation with civil society in the northern part of Belize, today in Punta Gorda for the southern region, and on Monday then we will be traveling to Belize City for a consultation for the central region, and there will be a final national workshop next week, Thursday, with civil society from across the 3 regions. All of the information that is being shared by civil society organizations is going to be part of our internal reflection at the European Union, and in the next few months we will be developing what we call a roadmap for EU engagement with civil society. This will be a document that will be made public. We anticipate it will be ready between September and October, and as I said, this document is going to really guide us in our direction of work with civil society in Belize in the next 3-4 years.
Overall, I think it was a good session. It was very interactive and participatory. We were engaged in group discussions where we had different point of view from the various sectors that participated today. And at the end of the day, I believe that the EU will take into account those feedback that they have received today from the group session that we had in these 3 areas that I've mentioned before. This consultation, I believe, is important because civil society has a very important role to play in national development, and it is important in any development plan, for any donor agency, in this instance the EU, for the priorities and the interests and challenges of the civil society to be considered in these plans. So I applaud the EU for having this session today to allow civil society to give their opinion and can contribute to the development of their roadmap.
It is very important that civil society organizations, these are groups, these are institutions that work with community members, that work with community organizations. It's important that they participate in the development of this roadmap, because these are the institutions that are at the forefront, that are on the ground, that are actually involved in a variety of social programs, of social development for Belize. Their work is critical to the overall development of Belize and to the work that the government on a larger scale does. It is widely understood and acknowledged that a healthy and a robust civil society constituency in a country is a positive indicator for a country that's developing in the right direction.
Yeah, I think it was a wonderful get-together this morning with different institutions, organizations. We had people from Humana, we had people from different parts here of Toledo, from the tourism part, from some other sections. And I love the work what the European Union is doing to bring those different institutions together to see how we can work with the civil society. For example, there are a lot of things going on, like logging, like fishing parts, and if we as a group don't come together, it will affect our livelihood, especially here in the future of Toledo. And I loved it very much to get together with other people, get different points of views, and sit together in group sessions and work those things out perfectly. So we have some plans what we could continue, how we can get together and have a plan for the future for the next 3, 4, 5 years. There is another session coming up shortly next week in Belmopan, and I'm looking forward to meet some other stakeholders from other parts of Belize.